Hello guys, welcome to Lina'S Tarot. This video is for Gemini regarding their love for the month of March 2016. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm also opening up an Etsy store. Actually, I have two stores. I have one to order my tarot reading and one to order some goodies from me. So if you guys are interested, the link is in my bio. Not in my bio, it's attached to my YouTube account, so you guys can just click on it and then it'll take you directly to my page if you guys want to order readings or if you want to check out the goodies that I have on my store. So thank you guys for being patient. I just want to let you know that I'm late to record my videos. Reason being, I have a couple of health issues for the month, and I've been swamped with work, and I've been really drained, so I haven't had so much energy to actually do these readings, so I didn't want to do them half-ass, excuse my language. I wanted to make sure that my full energy was into the readings as I do them, and I've just been very, very sick, so I haven't been able to record the readings or anything like that. Excuse the noise in the background. I been working on getting better and working on my energy as well, because I've just been so extremely exhausted, overexhausted due to my health issue. But enough about that. I'm so sorry for you guys. I've seen that you guys commented to me and wrote to me and told me that you guys were wondering where the rest of my videos are. Well, here they are. So I feel like the energy in these readings are way better than they have ever been in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm slowly but surely picking it back up, so hopefully you guys enjoy my reading. And if it doesn't resonate, it's just a general reading, so I'm going to just tell you what I see and what I feel, and if it resonates to you, then good, and if it doesn't, please be sure to watch your moon and rising sign. So for the most part, I feel like if you're the main card in this reading is the Nine of Cups, which it's funny because I did already like 4 readings prior to this one, and this card, the Nine of Cups, have came out in all the readings. So this right here is the base of the reading. So this is a wish card, so whatever you're wishing for the month of March, your wish will come true. I do want to say I'm going to start with the people who are in a relationship, because I feel like that's drawing more to me, per se. So, I do want to say, there's going to be a choice of some kind that is going to have to be made for the month of March. Now, some of you might be in a relationship, and you guys are like Adam and Eve, and you guys are in love, and everything is beautiful, and it's just a wonderful thing. But the Nine of Cups sitting next to it, that's like you're indulging in a lot of sex and just satisfying yourself sexually, and maybe going out, partying, maybe eating a lot of sweets and taking quite a bit of sweets. I feel like. But for those of you who are in this relationship, I feel like there's going to be a choice that needs to be made. I feel like for some way, somehow, you're going to be venturing out of that relationship. And I feel like when you venture out, I feel like it's to satisfy yourself. Like, I feel like it's not too much venturing out because you want to be and make a relationship with that other person. But I feel like it's like saying that it's sexually. Maybe you might be attracted to that person strongly, sexually. I feel like that person that you could be involved with, that you're in a union with, and you're going to venture out of, I feel like that person is a real love. That person really genuinely cares about you. I feel like marriage, maybe a lot of you guys might be thinking about getting married for the month of March. For those of you who aren't getting married for the month of March, congratulations. I feel like it's kind of like an Adam and Eve situation, but at the same time, I feel like those of you might venture out of the relationship, even though you know you have a general understanding with that person, or you love that person, you care about that person. Try not to overindulge, because I feel like you're so focused on oneself and trying to satisfy yourself that you might forget about others. Okay. I see quite a bit of energies that come up in the reading, so a lot of you Geminis might have a few energies in the around you. You got a Queen of Swords, you got a King of Pentacles, a Page of Cups, a King of Cups. So I feel like there's quite a bit of energies, and you also have a King of Pentacles, so you have quite a bit of energies coming out in the reading. So Possibly you might be, for those of you who are single, possibly might have interests in quite a few bit of people. Okay. So for those of you who are in a relationship, try not to tend to venture out of your relationship, because I feel like a choice is going to have to be made from between the person that you really love and the person who's just satisfying you physically, sexually, however you want to call it. Okay. I feel like if you're going to choose wisely, because I feel like the person that you could be involved with, that person, the Queen of Swords, they're not playing around with you. The person that you're dealing with in that relationship, they're not going to play around with you. They're firm, they're steady, they've been hurt in the past, so they're not going to play with you. So whatever goes. So if they get you, you get caught cheating, you're going to pay for your consequences. So don't forget for 1 second that whatever you do to somebody, it's not going to come back to you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. I'm trying to get all these videos and right now I think it's like 12 a.m. or something like that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reading. But anyways, for those of you who are dealing with that person, they're not playing around with you. Okay. So another thing I do want to say, I feel like someone from the past might come back. Somebody that those of you who are in a relationship. Another thing I also see is those of you who are venturing now might venture out with someone from the past. I feel like somebody in the past you had memories with might come back, and you might cheat on that person with that person. Okay, so just don't let the love triangle continue, because I feel like since we're air signs, we tend to have like a bubbly attitude, and I feel like you'll venture out at some point if you're not being fully satisfied or whatever. For those of you who are dealing from coming from this right here is the Death card. This doesn't necessarily mean that someone is past. For me, this is a period of transformation, an ending of old ways. When one door closes, another door opens. I feel like this is a period of transformation. The most important thing you want to take from this card is saying that the end of old ways have to end. I feel like there was a period in time where something had ended, and it was unbeatable. So it had to happen. It was a lesson that you needed to be learned, and I feel like it was a good thing because it was ending of something and a beginning of new things. So you have a chance to like rebuild yourself from the ground up. Okay. Another thing I want to tell you is for those of you who are seeking a relationship, the Page of Cups to me could be a new love offer. So possibly you might be getting a new love offer from the month of March. This right here is the Page of Cups. If you look clearly, this is a water sign, which is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be, it could be moon or rising. So without whichever fits. This is somebody offering their love to you. So if you're looking for a new love, I feel like you'll get a new offer with that person. I feel like if you are interested in that person, that the love situation will be slow but steady, but this person is an honest person. So I feel like if they come to venture offer you some type of love or offer you a relationship of some kind because they have feelings for you, I feel like if you're looking for that with them, it would be a good ideal relationship. Reason being that you will be satisfied fully. And I feel like everything that you're looking for, they can give you, and they're honest and everything. So if that's something that you're looking for those of you who are single and are looking to find love, somebody will possibly might come and send you a message of some kind, or offer love to you, offer you, hey, how about we hang out? How about we go out tonight? And so on. So I feel like that would be a great match for you, Geminis. For those of you who I feel like a lot of you guys can like fall in love quickly. Like you meet somebody, you fall in love right away. I feel like a lot of you Geminis may be dealing with an earth sign. For those of you who are dealing with the earth sign, I'm not reading it off the card. I'm just reading and telling you what I feel, what I see. I feel like for those of you who are dealing with the earth sign, they're not going to be completely honest with you. Possibly it might be attraction sexually, but I don't feel like anything mentally. I feel like you're attracted to them sexually, and the sex is great. So I feel like you got it confused from knowing the difference between actually liking somebody or being in love with somebody. I think you kind of got it twisted. I feel like that person person, they're using you for their own convenience. I don't feel like they were really invested like how you were invested. So I feel like possibly there might be an ending of something. So it's kind of like, you know, you might be going through a rough patch, or you're disappointed because it didn't work out, because you really cared about that person. Possibly there might be an ending of a breakup or something. I don't feel like you guys might have had like a serious like relationship with a title. I just feel like you guys were just having a good time, and I feel like you got it confused for more than what it really is. And I feel like that other person is not looking to form a relationship like how you are, and I feel like you are more invested than they are. So there's some type of disappointment of some kind. I don't see them being completely honest with you. Another thing I want to say too is, for those of you who are Gemini, possibly some of you guys can juggle two people back and forth. But I mean, that's only for certain people. I want to say, for those of you Geminis who's coming out of a breakup or separation of some kind, that person juggles two or more people, okay? They juggle things back and forth. I feel like that person you might be involved with is not a steady person. They're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, if you do want to work something out with that earth sign, I feel like collaboration is going to have to be done. So you have to come with terms. That person has to agree to the terms. And I feel like you have to go to that point where that person's going to say, you know what, I'm ready to collaborate with you and I'm ready to work things out with you. So let's be together, okay? Another thing I do want to tell you is that if you are the Gemini and you are the one crying for the person, try not to be naggy and beg and stuff like that, because if anything, you're pushing that air sign away from it, away from you. So if you're thinking by telling them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this to make it better, yada yada yada, the person is just, you're just pushing them the opposite way. I know it sounds crazy, but let's say for instance, if someone likes you and you don't like them, and you try your best to show them that you don't like them, and it's funny because the more that you're mean to them and the more that you're trying to show them the point that you don't want to be with them, it's like the more they gravitate towards you. It's weird, but it's just how it is. So the more that you feel like you're begging for that person, the more that they're just reading your text messages and basically saying, yeah, okay, I get it, yeah, like I'll write you back 3 weeks from now. You know what I mean? They want to pick and choose when they're going to talk to you, okay? So the more that you pressure them with you want to be with them, begging them, the more that you're pushing them the opposite way. You want to push them towards you. So possibly you might want to try the word where, hey, don't even write it to them. Leave them. All of a sudden you'll stop and they're going to remember you. And then they're going to want to talk to you because they're going to say, hey, why aren't they writing to me? Why aren't they talking to me? So try not to, let me turn this off really quick. Try not to try not to get stuck on the fact that they're not writing to you or they're not calling you. Be happy, because in the long run they were not honest with you anyways. I feel like they would have lied to you and cheated on you anyways, because they're not completely honest with you. They're not looking for something serious. They're just looking to have a good time. Okay? So So another thing I do want to say is, for those of you who are coming out from an ending or a separation of some kind, I feel like maybe there might be some restlessness, not being able to sleep good, stuff like that. I feel like don't lose don't lose your sleep over someone who never had the intentions to stay around it anyways. So I feel like really think about it. Don't isolate yourself either, because I kind of feel like you feel like the victim. They don't want to be with you, so you're sad, you're depressed, you're going to just isolate yourself in a room. You don't want to be with anybody, you're just moping around. Stop doing that, because it's not going to make them come back to you. Focus on you, focus on yourself, and then so gradually you're going to attract the person that you want to be with. But for the most part, I don't feel like crying over a person is going to make things better. Really focus on yourself. I feel things will get better gradually and slowly. I feel like the kind of attitude that some of you Geminis need to have is that you have to be firm. You have to say, hey, no is no, and I'm not going to put up with your bullshit. put it this way. Hey, if someone is playing with your feelings, you need to have that energy like, no, I'm not playing. This is what it is. I'm looking for something serious. I want to be with you long term, short term. You need to be completely honest when you meet a person. That's just basically what it is, okay? I feel like maybe you might feel like you carry all the burden because basically you're crying and the other person isn't. That's because they don't care. Don't sit there and ask them, why don't you cry? Why don't you text me back? Why don't you talk to me? Because I could literally see you sitting on the phone crying to the person, trying to say, let's hang out, let's do this, just to be around them. No. There's no point to that because they don't want that. And the more that you're pressuring them, the more they don't want to be with you. You have to have empower in yourself. You have dignity and you have that pride. And having that is a big important thing. You can't beg somebody to be with you. When they tell you they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Okay? Try not to isolate yourself because I feel like you're playing the victim like, oh, they don't want me, crying back and forth, telling your friends, your family. Trust me, it's not going to bring them back. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. I don't want to be negative because I'm not a negative person, but I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to tell you what I see, and this is what I want to tell you, okay? Hopefully you guys like my reading. Please like, please subscribe. For those of you who comment, I love to read your comments and stuff like that. Please like, subscribe, please share. Don't forget, you can catch me on Etsy. I have 2 shops. First one's going to be Lina'S Tarot, and the other one's going to be Lina'S Inspiration. So hopefully you guys enjoy my websites, enjoy my readings, and I'm sorry for the late reply, but I'm going to be recording April's videos as soon as possible, so you'll be seeing them most likely once I upload this. I'm a week from that, so you'll get it right before April hits. Thank you guys. Have a nice night. Cancer.